I am started to record. Are we recording? George, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yeah, he's recording.
Okay, perfect, you guys. Okay, I'm just going to mute everybody for right now as we get started. And
It was so funny.
Yeah.
All right, can everybody still hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, good. All right.
Okay.
Well, you guys, welcome to our first 90-day game plan Zoom chat for Team Break Free. What? So excited that all of you guys are on. I really want to see your faces. So I know some of you guys are on your phone, or maybe this is your first time Zooming. And by the next Zoom call we have, because we're going to have one every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Standard, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. It's been set in all time zones, okay? We'll remind you each week that we're going to be connecting together as a team and doing this 90-day game plan. So honestly, what it is, it's a mastermind for you guys. It's to be able to connect and really create unity within a group and an organization. And I think the biggest part about that is that, you guys, this is network marketing. This is Isogenics, baby. There's so much going on in your lives. And, you know, as you guys move forward and you guys commit to this 90-day game plan, it's going to be amazing to see when we all come together how many more people rank advance, how many more people truly believe in the possibility of bigger success than what you've currently accomplished right now. And that would be my goal for you tonight. Whew. So I have a really big topic to cover. And if you can, seriously, you guys, I know some of you guys are on your computer and you're not showing your video. I don't care what you look like, but I need you to show up. I need you to be on and take it seriously and really be present tonight. And I think that's the biggest thing. You can't do two things at once, right? You can't half-ass it. You've got to be present in your business. You've got to be present on the team calls. You really require to plug in. And by plug in, I mean play full out. And I think the biggest thing is that a lot of times, and you guys heard this in my intro video, we go to a big event like Celebration or New Year Kickoff, and we get super pumped up and we get so excited about the possibilities, the opportunity to create success with Isogenics. And that means something different to every single one of you who are on right now. That could mean that you make 100-pound club. It can mean that you're an IsoBody Challenge finalist. It could mean that you're earning an extra $500 per month and you're paying for your product, or you're earning an extra $1,000 per month, or you're earning a 6-figure income. It could mean so many different things to each one of you. And tonight, we're going to be talking about vision in the 90-day game plan. It's the first step. Every single one of you on this call, I had set out pretty strict rules here. I said, make sure that you are registered for the 90-day game plan updates in your back office. So when you go and you log into your back office, you click on training in the upper right-hand corner, and it pulls down 90-day, and you click, yes, I want to receive notifications. And then it gives you a survey monkey. It gives you like a survey for you guys to fill out. And it's literally Kathy Cooper week by week by week. And we're going to be going over the same things that she's going over together as a team and as an organization, so that I can assist you as well as myself to putting our blinders on these next 90 days and creating the focus that we require to be successful here. So make sure that you're registered for that. Make sure you're also registered for the Team Break Free newsletter. If you go on to startnowsystems.com or startagainnow.com, you'll see our systems section tab where it teaches you how to create a list, how to connect with that list, how to present or tell the whole Isogenic story to your list, how to share, follow up, and get people started correctly. And in there, there's a section that says team newsletter, and you can register to receive weekly updates from George and I. So anything we do, the contest I'm going to release tonight, all of that stuff needs to come to you via email. I've always found when it comes to learning that you can't have enough forms of the same information, right? So as we talk about vision tonight, I'm really going to dive into the personal development side of network marketing, because I truly believe that network marketing is a personal development program with a compensation plan attached to it. Your income will be a direct result about the way that you see yourself, about the way that you feel, the emotions that you bring to the table as you move forward building a business with Isogenics. or the emotions you bring to the table when it comes to truly taking control of your health. See, that's why I love Isagenix. It's the 1-2 punch. And you guys, if I were to go back 6 years ago and take a look at what I saw Isagenix, my picture was like this big. I did not have great vision. What I did have a vision was in the possibilities. I saw the possibilities of what Isagenix could do for me physically, what it could do for me financially, and what it could do for the lifestyle that I truly wanted to live, that freedom lifestyle. I was working 60 hours a week. I was selling radiators and AC parts to weird men half the time in body shops. And it wasn't an ideal lifestyle for me. Yes, it paid the bills. Yes, it was there for a reason at that time, but I didn't truly connect with it. It's not something I could be passionate about. But when I get Isagenix products in somebody's body and they start putting it in their mouth and they start seeing results and they start feeling better, isn't that the ultimate? To be able to serve somebody in that way, to create a lifelong friendship with somebody because you've allowed them to achieve their physical, financial, or fitness goals. It doesn't just have to be weight loss, right? And that's why I love the vision of Isagenix. Their vision is to free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process become the largest health and wellness company in the world. And we're well on our way. We're a $1 billion company and expanding all over the globe. And you guys, just our small little group on this call, have a huge opportunity to not only share it, but to get a piece of that pie. So the 90-day game plan is set up for you to be wildly successful. And as we talk about vision tonight, I want you to imagine for a moment, what do you imagine when you think of being wildly successful in Isagenix? What feelings come to the table? And I would encourage every single one of you to write down a few notes right now, or if you're out and about, put them in your cell phone, a few of those feelings. What feelings do you want to have as you move forward in this 90-day game plan to truly, truly serve others? Because that's what this is about. You guys are on this call. There's several of us on this call right now. It's no longer about you. It's about the people out there that are hurting physically and financially or emotionally or spiritually who need HOPE, hope. That's what it's about. And so I've come up with a few things for me, and it's no accident that I picked a very specific book for our book of the month from now until September 30th. And the book of the month is The Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. It is crucial that you plug in to what is happening in those chapters. I don't care if you guys listen to it. I was listening to the audio today as I was prepping for this conference call. Because I need to be constantly reminded of what my values are, of what I'm wanting to attract, especially if we focus and we hone in on specifically 90 days as a team. That means that every single one of us, as we work together and as we work separately, out of our homes, out of our basements, Kim, out of wherever we're at, that we are connected with this greater vision. And so I've written down, and one of my amazing mentors, Melissa Clough, and you guys will hear from her and her husband later this month, October 15th. She's going to be hosting a massive event for everybody in Isagenix. It's totally open. And it's about mastering the skills, the mindset skills to truly be successful. And one of the biggest things that George and I both experienced when we were working with Melissa and her husband was being able to take our Isagenix goals, our business goals, our family goals, our lifestyle goals, and attach them to our values, to what means the most to us, to what's going to get me out of bed in the morning and connect with not 2 people that day, but 10. I don't want to do the minimum. I want to do the maximum, because now Isagenix and my belief around how Isagenix is moving people forward is attached to my values, my personal values. Of my major number one value is to have vibrant health in my life. Why would that be important? I want you guys to think about that. If I don't have my health, I don't have anything. I can't I can't help my family. I can't support my spouse. I can't, all those things. And so you need to think about what these values are in your life. So for me, and you can steal my values. I'm totally okay with that. In fact, I highly recommend it, okay, because I think they're good ones to really create basic habits out of. So vibrant health. The second one was time and financial freedom. What happens if I don't have time and financial freedom in my life? My whole personality is like, I'm like a cat in a box. I'm like trying to dig my way out. You don't want to see this girl right here feeling like she's caged in any way, because it's bad news. And the law of attraction, the whole point of reading about and immersing yourself in the law of attraction is that our feelings and our emotions dictate what we attract into our life and truly how we move forward. So as we gain clarity on what our values are, vibrant health, time and financial freedom, love, appreciation, kindness, family contribution, being neat, orderly, and organized, all of these amazing things, becoming, being a creative contributor, creatively serving people, making a contribution. All of these are just a couple, you guys, you can come up with your own words, but I want you to have the feelings of what would it mean? What would it mean if you were vibrantly healthy? First of all, maybe think of 3 emotions that you would truly feel if you were living in your ideal body right now, or you were at your ideal weight loss goal. Because some of, we struggle. We get down here and we forget that we're a spiritual, being having a human experience, and that our emotions are that godly gift that tells us if we're where we need to be or not, right? And so that's why emotions are so important, because they're your state, how you feel about yourself, okay, is how you attract. And you are truly a magnet. And in isogenics, sometimes I hear you guys, because I do coaching calls with you, I hear you guys say, why can't I just attract a major leader who's going to come into my business and explode it and do it all? And I think to myself, do you feel like you're that person? Because if you don't, it's going to be very hard to attract that type of a leader into your business, correct? Yes, absolutely. And same thing when it comes to your health goals, to being vibrantly healthy. If you want to attract somebody who's going to come in and you're going to change their life and they're going to win the IsaBody Challenge, how important is it for you to be registered in the IsaBody Challenge? How important is it for you to be seriously committed about your health goals? Are you doing 2 shakes a day? Are you being an example of the Isogenics products and what they can do for you? So that's what I want you guys to think about. So as we move forward, being that this is a place where we're gaining clarity, for those of you who have a notepad and a pen out, and for those of you who don't, okay, next time, I'm serious, next time, this is our priority, this Thursday night call, I want your butts in a seat. I want you by a computer, not driving around, not doing your little thing. I want you really focused here and paying attention, because this is the one way that we can create unity together, so that you can take notes and really take this seriously. That was the biggest reason why it took me 18 months to start creating Success Faster and Isogenics, is because I simply didn't know how to take it seriously. I wasn't sure if it was important to make sure that I was on every single team call. I wasn't sure if it was okay that I made it to every single event, or if I missed some. I was waiting for approval for somebody to say, oh yeah, take it to the next level, because I thought I needed that. You don't need that. Plug in, you guys. Whatever, it's going to look some way to you right now, but if you could truly imagine being that ultimate leader, being that, somebody you admire. Think of a mentor you have in Isogenics. Not me. Think of somebody else. Think of somebody who's, multiple 6 figures from. I'll tell you who I think about. I think about people like Susan Sly, Lynn Hagedorn, Tracy O'Malley. I think about those types of people who are fully committed. Do you think that they're missing events? Do you think that they're missing team calls? Do you think they're missing, how many people they're connecting with in a day? Like, it's important, right? So what I was going to ask you to do, and I'll ask you to do that now, is I want you to think of just a little box. And I want this box to be a gauge for your business. It's a thermometer. It's a way to check in. And every single day, I want you to sit down with your notepad. I have a notepad. It's not fancy. I've shown you guys this before on several calls. Look, notes after notes, names after names, lists after lists. And I also keep them on a scheduler that I have. But what I love about it is that I'm able to, write down how I'm feeling. And so at the end of the day, when I sit down and I'm looking at how many people did I connect with that day, I'm able to gauge whether or not I'm going to make the paycheck that I'm going to make, whether or not, if I've had my 2 shakes that day, whether or not I'm going to feel great the next day. So I want you to think about that at the end of the day, as we go through this 90 days, the only thing that's going to matter is, one, that you're focused on your vision and you feel good. You need to find a way to consistently feel good. And I know I just slapped you with a lot of I'm being hard on you. And there's a reason why. Because I want to be hard on you now. I want to front load this first 30 days because the next 90 days are going to be a lot easier if you can have great skills, if you can achieve great habits. And have good habits look like you have names written down. You have 100 names list you're working off of a minimum. You have 2 shakes per day. You know what your cleanse days are going to be. When you are adding people into the groups, you're welcoming them. When you are sending your welcome letter, how important is that, right? To send a welcome letter to that brand new person so they don't feel lost. These are the skills and the habits. Setting a 3-way call. Not making calls alone if you're brand new. Making sure you have assistance, you have guidance. Making sure that you're on the Thursday night webinar. All of these things are so important. And by the end of the 90 days, my goal for you is that this will be easy peasy, nice and breezy. You have grown. That you have truly grown up just a little in your isogenics business, if not a lot. And part of that is showing up. All of that is showing up. Isn't that the truth? I want you guys to think back in your life for just 1 minute and think about a moment where you feel like, oh, I got so lucky, or I can't believe that worked out, or and something amazing happened to you. Was it not that you showed up, right? You were there. You made a commitment. The big C. A lot of times we have a hard time with that word commitment. We get anxious, right? But in isogenics, who are you truly committing to? You don't need to be, you're committing to yourself. You don't need to be worried about the responsibility. You need to be not worried at all. You need to be focused on sending the correct information, on being a really great tour guide throughout these next 90 days. Do you know how to find links on isogenicsbusiness.com that teaches people how to get their products paid for? Do you know where to find the guides in the groups for, what are acceptable foods during a 30-day cleanse? Do you know where to find the 30-day start challenge so that somebody can win $200 right away just from our team, not even from the Ice Body Challenge? Do you guys know where this information is? Are you using scripts when connecting with people? I literally have ran away from sales probably in my entire life. I don't look at isogenics like I'm doing sales because I was in a sales job and it didn't feel right. What I love about isogenics is I'm sharing a lifestyle, and there's a specific way to do that. And there truly is. There's kind of a straight line when it comes to getting somebody from let's get you started and having a great product experience to let's get your products paid for, to seeing them at the next event, right? And there is this kind of a straight line that you follow. And sometimes I see, even myself in the past, I have seen it not be a straight line. It's up and down and all around and all that other stuff because I either feel a sense of responsibility that gives me anxiety. And so I would start to worry and retreat in the past, and I would forget things. I would forget to make sure that they got the correct information. I would forget to make sure that they got the welcome letter. I would forget to invite them to the next big event and make sure they got a ticket in the room, right? So don't be that person. Don't be that guy or girl, okay, who feels unprepared. The best way to prepare for something is to practice. It's to practice those basic habits and those basic skills. So I kind of went off on a tangent because I did want to go over a little bit of those things. How many people are you going to talk to per day? Are you going to connect with 2 people per day throughout the 90 days? And if so, is that a stretch for you? My goal over the next 90 days is to stretch you a little bit, like a rubber band. If you've only connected with 1 person today and you say I'm going to connect with 2 tomorrow, is that a stretch? Right? A little bit. I want to go like this. to you, okay? I want to make sure that you're stretching to the point where you're like, how many times can I share the isogenic story today? How many times can I impact, how many ways can I impact the community around me for the better using isogenics, right? How can I grow up into being this leader that I want to attract so badly? And it's having those qualities. So I've come up with a few ways because the Esther and Jerry Hicks book was so amazing that I decided to create a vision board so I could clearly see my goals. And this should be an absolute priority by the end of the week. Priority to have a vision board that you can see every single day. Because like I said, if you don't have those skills and those habits and your skills and your habits suck right now, then you've got to practice good habits. You've got to practice focus. You've got to practice what it's going to feel like when you totally crush your 90-day game plan. There's Lucy's. I love it. I love it. If you have a 90-day game plan and you're sitting in your office, number one, I know you're serious because you're focused on the call, right? You're not doing anything else. You're focused. Number two, you're there. So I've taken it a few steps further. Oh my gosh, I stuck a sticky note on mine. It's painful. Okay, don't be that girl. All right, so what I did, look at it, I ripped it. Okay, but I put this up here for week 1. Now, this is my old one. How many of you guys were at Celebration 2016? This is really funny because thoughts are things, and I had this thought that I wanted to be 2016 Woman of the Year. And I put it up there. The only problem, I wasn't Woman of the Year, but look, 20 out of 20 it takes, and I put it there, so I was one of 20 people. That is how literal your goals come to fruition. You guys, your thoughts are things. Your words have value. The way you speak to yourself, the way you emotionalize your goal, the way you write it out and put it down. Please, please be specific. The more specific you are, the better, because guess what? My brain internalized that I wouldn't be number 1 Woman of the Year, but that I would be one of the 20. And it showed up and I didn't catch it. And that's fine. I'm okay with being one of the 20. But I just think it's so interesting. George pointed that out to me and we were laughing and I'm like, wow. See how you set yourself up for success, you guys, or not? Because you have these thoughts, and so I don't want it to be a fight, the next 90 days. Am I going to do this? Am I not going to do this? I want you to have something where you can focus on and look at just 15 minutes every single day that you can sit in front of and you can truly emotionalize your isogenic goals. You can emotionalize the lifestyle that you truly deserve to have, because you do. Whatever is on your mind right now, whatever your wildest dream is that you're thinking, you're having that thought for a reason. And you need to let it be. Let it be the thing that draws you towards, the next move. And I think a lot of times we perceive, what we make a whole vision board and we get super excited and we go, great, I'm going to focus on that. And then part of us, as we look, a week later and we're like, is that really going to happen? Is that who I am? We start second guessing and questioning, and that same emotion and feeling, that powerful force. It's a law, the law of attraction. It's not just a feel-good thing. It's like, it's science. It's real. Okay? That you start playing with that emotion and that feeling. And some of you guys might start to doubt yourself. Some of you guys might doubt the feelings that you had when you were creating this beautiful board. How many of you guys have ever done that? You don't need to raise your hand, but I want you to just think about that. That as the weeks go by, this is not our first 90-day run, but as the weeks go by, we start to, we put less emotion and feeling when we look at some of these photos, right? Yeah, and it's just so sad because the reality is that the better we can dream our life and dream ourselves being that person, you might feel like a fraud at first, or like somebody who's, an imposter at first, because there is a gap between where you're at and where you want to go. You might not even, you might be brand new And you're like, I'm just trying to get my products paid for, right? You know, I'm just getting started. And that is an admirable goal. So you might not go from that to 2-star, whatever, 6-figure income earner in 90 days. But you need to have the vision and the feeling of what that's like, because wouldn't you rather want to go for it than not? Wouldn't you want to rather embrace that emotion and that feeling and start emotionalizing those goals to the point that you could go beyond just getting your products paid for? You could make an absolute career out of this. Because I'm speaking from my own experience, that's what happened to me. I didn't wake up one day and say, oh my gosh, I want to be a professional network marketer. Never dawned on me. I thought network marketing was for people who didn't know how to have a real job. I know some of you guys have felt that way, okay? And it's true. And we battle with ourselves to going from, am I going to get my products paid for, to, am I going to make $5,000 this month as an executive, to, could I move beyond that, right? So that emotion and that feeling as we make these vision boards and as we move forward in a 90-day game plan is no joke. It's something you need to absolutely take seriously. It's not something to take lightly, but it's not something to get so worried about that you never put it together either. Okay, so emotionalize those goals. What's it gonna feel like if you reach executive status and you made an extra $5,000 and you decide to take your family to Hawaii for Christmas, right? What's it gonna feel like to be able to tell your husband he doesn't have to work as many hours because you're supplementing where he can't work any more hours, right? What's it gonna feel like to be able to say, you know, I don't think I need this extra cash. I think I'm making plenty of money in Isogenics that I can truly take this to the next level. What's it going to feel like to not be in a body that you don't feel beautiful in, right? Right now, to going from, you know, because that's what you're going to attract. When you have that negative emotion inside of you and you go, oh my gosh, I'm fat, or I don't feel right, or, you know, that's your emotion saying, hey, something's not right here, because you're emotionalizing that you want to be a different way and you need to bridge that gap. That's what we're talking about. So when it comes to particularly your 90-day game plan, and not so much your physical goals, because that will happen. And I always tell people your physical goals with Isogenics happen by your willingness to follow the systems and the programs and by sticking the food in your mouth. How can you be successful with, you know, your weight loss goals? You stick the food in your mouth, right? So we're going to talk a little bit differently. We're going to talk about how can you start emotionalizing and attracting the right relationships in your business so that you can lock arms with people who have incredible skills and knowledge and are ready to move beyond where they're at currently, to saying, hey, I want that no glass ceiling that you're offering in Isogenics. I want that opportunity to be able to create from the comfort of my home and know that I can create a large team of people where we have that camaraderie and we're all working together. That's a beautiful thing. You know, most people don't have that in sales. They have to start over all the time. Well, in Isogenics, we've got these massive teams of people that you can reach down to and say, hey, I can't be successful unless you're successful. So how can I serve you today? How can I help you emotionalize your goals better today? How can I help you connect with more people today who are praying, who are seriously desiring to hear about the opportunity that Isogenics can bring to them? So I have a chart here, and I've done this forever since I've been in Isogenics, and it works, okay? Or else all of you guys wouldn't be here right now. So I wanted you to take these same qualities or better, right? Qualities that you deem fit for you and your organization. And I want you to start attracting those leaders into your business, those people who are ready and willing, because that's the cool part about Isogenics, right? You don't need to have graduated college. You don't need to have a doctorate or a specific set of, you know, work-related skills to be super fancy pants here, okay? You can be you, and we'll take you as you are. I don't care if you just got out of jail or you're just lost your job. It doesn't matter. What we're here to do is to lift you back up and say, hey, let's connect. Let's stay connected, and let's buoy each other up, and let's really make this 90 days count. So I put up here, and this is what kind of wrote my goals down here, but I don't know if you guys can you guys see that? Top 10 qualities, make it out, okay? this is kind of what an executive chart looks like. In the crystal executive chart, those are the tracks that we run on in Isogenics. So when we truly want to go from just getting our products paid for to, you know, becoming a professional network marketer, becoming somebody who really wants to gain an income with Isogenics, then we must become an executive. So I don't care if somebody says, oh, that's not important or not. It is 100% important that you go for executive, you stay executive, and you do it as many times as it takes until it sticks. People think they get to executive and that's it. It's not. It's the beginning. You go executive because you need to gain a team of people to work with and expand out from. And guess what? Out of those 10, not all of them are going to stay. So what's your job? Your job is to continue to work with those who are working, okay? And so I want you to want to attract the right type of people into your business that you can count on, right? That you can count on, you can trust, and you can have faith in each other that when you say you're going to make so many contacts per day, you're going to do it. And you're all going to do it together, right? So I put in here a few qualities, and this is up in my office 24/7. Driven, grounded, inspired, focused, energetic. You guys probably can't see these ones on here, but energetic, mentor, independent. This is my favorite. I'm going to give you the tracks to run on, and you're going to show me by your actions whether or not you're serious, right? So same thing here, coachable. Are you coachable? Absolutely. Something I love is when you guys reach out to me through private messenger or chat when you have a question. Or you go to my scheduling link and you schedule a personal call with me when you're struggling. Or you guys decide, hey, I'm going to set up 3 three-way calls today and I need to know what your schedule is. I appreciate that. I respect it. And I admire you for reaching out and connecting and wanting to lock arms together. I appreciate that. So positive, that would be a big one, right? Deliberate. I love that word. Be deliberate. You guys are deliberately on this conference call tonight for a reason. I do not believe in accidents. You're here because you're choosing a different life. And there is going to be some growing pains in that. And that's why we're going to continue to do these every single Thursday, but that's why you're here. And the last one is a finisher. Now, I want you to know that I put these qualities up there because these are things I wanted to gain. I wanted to become this person. And every single day since I've had this up for, honestly, just the past 6 months, I've been becoming more this person. I know that you guys have noticed that. Some of you guys have pointed that out to me. And it shows me that anyone can change. If I can do it, so can you. And so that's what we're here about, is to know that having these qualities up is such a huge, important thing. So fill out an executive chart. Have one on your fridge somewhere in your house or in your bathroom, you know, where you can see it every day, where you look at just the qualities. They don't have to be names yet. These are the qualities of the people you're attracting. And the better you feel about it, don't you feel good? When I look at that, when I read that, I feel good inside. I feel connected to this person I'm not only becoming, but the people who are coming into my business because they want the same freedoms that I do. And so that's why it's so important to have a vision board like that as well. So I'm not going to go over a lot of what to do tonight. Some of you guys have, you know, you're connected to the 90-day list. You know you need to have a list of people. You've got to have people in your pipeline, people you're connecting with on a daily basis. Social media is the bomb. I love social media. Look, Zoom didn't even exist like a year and a half ago, you guys. This is so cool, right? Like, I get to see your faces. And I love that because I can see the emotion in your face as well as you can see the passion in mine. And we know that we truly care about one another. We know that we're truly here to lift each other up and to reach our goals over the next 90 days. So that number that you have, that key number that you're going to put in your notebook at the end of every single day that lets you know how you're doing, the gauge in your business, the thermometer in your business. I want you to know that the goal for the next 90 days, for it to be around 10 people per day that you're connecting with. Hey, how are you? That counts. It's connection. Planting seeds, people in your pipeline. Okay. Those are going to take you to the bigger goals. 10 people per day is going to take you to the larger amounts of income. And so that I can tell you because those are facts, right? Out of 10 you'll connect with, 2. Out of the 2, you'll enroll them, get them started, and move them through the process of wherever they decide to go with their Isogenics journey, whatever they decide to do. We support, they decide, we support the goals, right? And, you know, several of you guys have a 100 names list that you're working off of from a memory jogger. That's so key and so important, because if you don't have a list in front of you, how do you know who you connected with? How do you remember? I'm not that good. So you don't need to be perfect. I'm not that good that I'm going to remember who I talked to a week ago. I can go back through my messenger and find out. And if it's written in my notebook, I can be better, because I don't expect myself to remember every single name of somebody I said, hey, hi, how are you to? And had a conversation. What I do expect is that you play the perfect game with me. So the perfect game is this. How many of you guys like playing games? Kinda. Okay, so I like playing games because they're fun, and I like to have a lot of fun and joy and laughter in my life, and especially in my career, because if you're not having fun, what's the point, right? And so for me, every person I connect with on a daily basis, the people that message me back, the people who get back to me, guess what? They're perfect for my business, my opportunity, or for the experience of Isogenics. They're perfect. Anybody who does not get back to me within 24 to 48 hours, it's not time yet. So as you guys move through the next 90 days and you truly are, you know, connecting, and you're jumping on these calls and things like that, and we start truly masterminding, and we get into Q&A, and we get into what obstacles are you coming up against out there, you know, you'll be able to have the armor. This is the armor I'm going to give you. I know Emily Bobber talked about her armor, but my armor is going to be the armor of knowing that everything that's happening in your life is happening for a reason. And that as you focus and you visualize your goals, you visualize the wish fulfilled, okay, that the feeling is the secret and all those wonderful things, that the right people are going to show up in your business at the right time. And the better you start feeling about yourself, guess what? The more perfect the perfect game is going to feel to you. Perfection is overrated for sure, because we're all working on skills, but to play that perfect game when it comes to connecting and reaching out, that only puts you in a place of possibility. And not every conversation will be perfect, but those people are seeking. They're seeking your guidance. They're seeking your wisdom. They're seeking something that you have that they want. And that's why it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to play the perfect game. And I want you guys to think about and prepare for, you know, deciding to put a launch party together. What's that going to look like? Where are you going to hold it? Are you going to combine with another organization? Are you going to plug into, you know, the events that are happening there? And if you're in an area, this is so key. If you're in an area where nobody's doing weekly events, guess what? You're the leader. Leaders go first. Grab a launch party kit off for, you know, $40 or whatever off isasalestools.com. Follow it to a T. Schedule your own parties. And if nobody shows up and you end up doing a presentation for your dog, great, great. Because you're practicing what it's going to feel like to be in front of that big room someday. What it's going to feel like to move 100 people, you know, in the direction of their goals, their dreams, and their desires. So practicing is the key. So grab a launch party kit. Now let's decide, this is going to be so personal for every single one of you, but I want you to go bigger. So when I ask you this question, I want you to think, what would it be if I were to believe that I can accomplish twice what I'm going to write down? Okay. So what is your exact money goal over these next 90 days? If you had the perfect business, the perfect pay plan, the perfect candidates, all the perfect people were showing up in your business, okay, to make all of this come together, and the whole 90-day game plan ends up being the thing that takes you to the next level in your life, that truly creates positive change that you can wholeheartedly embrace. You, your whole family, and your dog, everybody can embrace this new you in the next 90 days at this specific amount. What does that look like to you? And you don't have to say it out loud, but I want you to write it down somewhere. And I want it to be on your vision board somewhere. I want it to be something you can truly emotionalize and start conceptualizing that this is the value of where you see Isogenics going for you in your life. And some of you, that number is going to be getting your products paid for. For some of you, that's going to be large amounts of money. The sky's the limit. That's what's so beautiful here. You know, 2 people. And with 2 people in Isogenics, you guys, you're qualified to earn up to $702,000 per year by enrolling 2 people, 1 on your left and 1 on your right. And the only thing you're missing is the team, the volume going for executive, attracting these people and moving forward over the next 90 days. So that's what that's about. And I want you to double that number, okay? Double the number. Just do it for me. If you don't, if truly in your heart of hearts that scares you, don't do it. But if it's just a little bit of fear, let's stretch you just a little bit tonight, and let's truly move into what it would be like to make that large amount of money. Because guess what? If your goal was $500 per month, and you can kind of see yourself making more like $2 to $5 grand per month, because that would be ideal for your situation, then that number needs to be on your board. You don't want to sell yourself short because your belief isn't quite there yet. The belief comes through the actions that you take on a daily basis that allow you to truly hone the skills of being a professional network marketer. Okay? So, write that number down. And that number will tell you how many people you're going to connect with on a daily basis. And at the end of every single night, I know I'm going back to that, you're going to put in there. You can even score yourself. Look, the other day, I scored myself an 8.5. Man, I'm ready to be a 10, right? You know, I know you guys are ready to be a 10. But sometimes I do that because I need to check in. This business, you're by yourself a lot, but you're not alone. Does that make sense? So it's all about that, the way that you're emotionalizing, the way that you're feeling about yourself. And if you wake up and for 15 minutes, you take a look at your vision board and the type of person that you're attracting, and it makes you literally not jump up excited emotion, but like peace of mind, like warm, cozy. That's the sweet spot. This is where I'm going to. My life might not look like that right now. My life might be uncomfortable. I might feel fat, sick, broke, alone, sad, totally, lack of hope. I mean, I was so lost when I started Isogenics. I saw an opportunity. I don't even see, like I said, you guys, I didn't see the full opportunity because I was in pain. I was desperate. I was in crisis mode. And that's okay. Everyone starts somewhere, but you don't have to stay there. And that's the point of visualizing your goals this week, having a vision board, all of that done out of the way so that you truly can move to the next level. All right. So I know I was kind of hard on you guys, but it's because I really, truly do care about you. I don't want you thinking that this is going to be easy. I don't want you, I would never set you up for failure in that way by telling you that it's going to be easy to connect with 10 people per day if you're only connecting with 1. It's not going to be easy for you. Easy is like, you don't want easy. You want hard. You want like, I'm going to go through moments of hell, okay, in my Isogenics business moving forward sometimes because I made a commitment to myself, to my team, to my family, because I'm putting hours in. I am committed. I love that. Lucy has a star that says, I am committed. Hey, that's so good. Oh my gosh, just say the word commitment like a couple times on a daily basis. And at first it might freak you out. And the next thing you'll be like, hey, I am committed. I deserve to make money in Isogenics. I deserve to share this with other people. They deserve to hear it, right? All that good stuff. So I absolutely love that you have that there. Thank you, Lucy. Okay, so I want you to think about, now we have our money goal. Now we have a way to gauge that. We've got a thermometer in our notebooks, okay, that tells us at the end of the day, we're going to write the number of people we connected with that day. And what we're going to do is I want to ask you, what are you willing to do to reach that goal? What is it's not, you don't need to pay a price. You don't need to suffer or anything like that, but there will be actions that are necessary for you to reach those goals. So what actions are you willing to do in your Isogenics business on a daily basis, creating good habits that are going to allow you to accomplish that goal? I know George is writing some things down right now as well as he's sitting next to me. So for me, It's connecting with 10 people per day minimum. And that means starting conversations. That means planting seeds. That means the beginning steps of sharing the Isogenic story. That means I'm able, once I've reached out and said, hey, how are you? I'm able to write the name down on a list, connect with them on a regular basis because I've established a relationship with them, a conversation, be able to present to them when the moment arises, and be able to follow up with them and do as many follow-ups as it takes until they get into isogenic and isogenics, because you guys, there's only two types of people to me, those who are in isogenics and those who aren't yet. And it's because I know what it feels like to be in that slow, tired, dark, lethargic, low energy feeling. And I don't feel that way anymore. And most people, that is their daily grind. They're having 6 cups of coffee just to get through the day. They're waking up to jobs that are disempowering and lifestyles that are nagging and bothersome, and they make them worry. They're anxious at night. And if you have ever known what that has felt like, know that that is where my responsibility and where my duty and my motivation and my drive comes from. And the reason why I focus every day on being a finisher, not just a starter, but a finisher. And I want you to really dig deep when you guys create your vision boards this week. I really want you to dig deep. And when you're making lists, if you've thought about people while you're on this Zoom chat tonight, that's not an accident. Write those names down. Add them to the list. Add them to the list of people that you're going to connect with tonight before you go to bed or tomorrow. Because I'll tell you what, it feels really good. When I started this habit of 10 people per day and my head doesn't hit the pillow until it's done, I sleep really good. I sleep really well, and that's not just because the sleep support. Okay? It's because I did what I said I was going to do. And isn't that what we want? We want to attract people who do what they say they're going to do. So that starts with us, you guys. That starts with every single one of you on this Zoom call, that when you say you're going to start a 90-day game plan and you're going to finish it, guess what? You're going to do your absolute best. Absolute best. And by the time we take a 2-week break and we celebrate and have fun, which George is going to tell you about, because our 2-week break happens over New Year kickoff when we have 400 people from our team only sitting in that event. Woo! How many of you guys can get behind that? Don't leave me hanging. Okay? It's a big goal. It scares me and I love it. So I want that many people in a room, because I don't even know where that number came from. It came from the universe. It was like, that's the number. And I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't really care how it's going to happen. I just know that every person I talk to gets an invitation to New Year kickoff, okay? Because I know it will change their life. When you want to believe in something, it's important to show up for yourself, for others. It's important to be present. So George is going to talk a little bit about how we're going to celebrate the successes of the end of our 90-day game plan to hopefully help you guys visualize and put some things on your vision board for how we're going to run our next 90-day contest. And it was so much fun. The Elite Leader Limo Night was amazing. All the right people were in the car, the committed people, the people who said, yes, I'm going to do this, who didn't let life get in the way, because guess what? Life is always going to get in the way. It is. We all have kids to take to school. We all have things happen in our life. We all have stress and struggle. And it doesn't have to be that way when you're focused. There will be less struggle in your life when you're focused on where you want to go instead of what you're surrounded by on a consistent basis. And you'll start to notice that people and things in your life who maybe used to hold you back or hold you down will no longer want to be a part of your life, because you're absolutely focused on where you're going with Isogenics, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. What this can do for you is absolutely move you on that path. So, and take you there. It'll just take you straight there, guys, I promise. So, okay, George, I have George here, and he is going to take off those glasses. What is this?
Hello.
I don't know what this is about, but he is going to talk to us about our 90-day contest, so you guys can put it on your vision boards and start emotionalizing that as well. So, George, what do we have in store for everybody over the next 90 days? The truly committed people, the people that are like, giving themselves a number at night, the people who are connecting with 10 people a day, the people who really want it.
Well, first of all, the future is so bright. That's why I have this.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, you got it.
I just got it. The future is so bright.
Yeah. We are going to be talking, we were looking at the contest and something that we want is something that is based on the results, and it's going to have two parts. The first part, you look at the high cycles that you have in the last 90 days, and then the idea is to increase by 5. Okay, there are several levels. When you increase by 5 and you do it twice during these 90 days, and actually it's a little more than 90 days because it's from here to the beginning to the first week of January. It's going to, because the 90 days actually ended about 3 weeks earlier, but we are adding an extra 3 weeks. Then what happened is, and this is just based on the cycle, we are going to have a dinner in a really cool place in San Antonio. We are not going to say.
Don't tell them yet. It's so cool.
It's really
the coolest
cool.
restaurant.
Yeah. I cannot say it's because Lucy seems to know every restaurant.
I know. Do not share. Do not share private information with Lucy because she'll just try to pry it out of you.
Yeah. We have to find a city that Lucy has never visited.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
it'll be a surprise.
Yes.
It'll be a surprise.
Now the second part is it's the 11th, January 11th.
Yes, it's January 10th to the 14th, actually, right?
No, 11th.
Okay, it's January 11th to the 12th to the 14th.
Oh, 12th.
We're always there a couple days early, guys.
Yeah, we are going to be there. Yeah, we have to be there a day earlier. That's
January 12th to the 14th.
Okay, thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.
Anyway, the second one is if you increase by 10 cycles, at least twice in the next, again, a little more than 90 days, not only you have the dinner, but we found an incredible resort here in Austin, close to our home. By the way, we are only an hour and a half away from San Antonio. And it's why we are bringing people here to this resort.
Who wants to have a private little weekend with us?
Yeah. And this place is really cool. We are going to send pictures, etc. The place is cool. I mean, we were there. The views are amazing. It's an amazing place. And it's only 10 minutes away from our home. It's funny because it's so close and we've never seen it before.
Yeah.
The third one is if you...
It's on the lake. Hold on. He's not doing this justice. Like, it's on the lake. It's absolutely beautiful. There may be some sailing involved. Just going to say that.
Hey,
okay. It's going to be really beautiful. So, yeah.
Okay. And, of course, the food is amazing. And plus, we're going to take you to a lot of cool places that are close to our area. Beautiful. And plus, obviously, downtown Austin.
You might get some boots, too. Hey, Lucy's ready for some cowgirl boots.
Now, when you get to 20 cycles, this is interesting. We're adding Louis Vuitton.
So if you get to 20 cycles, you get a never fall Louis Vuitton bag, girls. And for guys, like,
and guys, it's a watch. I don't know how to even have to say it.
I brought this out so that you know what it looks like.
Yes, never full Louis Vuitton. It's a cool one. It's a big. It has one. It's big one. It comes inside with a wallet, 2-part too. It's really cool. It's really cool.
And for the guys.
For the guys, it's what's it called?
A Tag Heuer? Tag Heuer?
I think you said
watch.
Our watch is a sport watch. I love it. I'm gonna win one for myself because I love watches. I have only 10. But she said 10.
Yeah, no, I think more than 10.
Okay.
That's
now,
okay.
if you reach those numbers and you are an executive, this is something that we do. This is if you are not an executive. Then what happened is when you hit the second time, for example, the 5 cycles, we match 5 more cycles for you.
So when you have 5 cycles twice in 1 month, we're going to match your 5 cycles.
The second time.
So 5 cycles, George?
Yeah.
In dollars. Give him in dollars real quick.
5 times $270. Yeah.
Yeah, so 270, and we're going to match that with another 270.
And then when you hit the 10, the second time we match the 10, and when you hit the 20, we match the 20.
So when you hit 10 cycles and you do it twice you do it twice, okay?
In this period of time.
In the whole 90 days. So you can hit 10 cycles here and 10 cycles at the end, 5 cycles here and 5 cycles at the end. Whenever you hit that, on that second time, we're gonna match that cycle bonus. So when you hit 5 cycles in one, 270 plus 270, I'm not great at math. Don't count on me for that. I'm not on my board, okay? But, and the same thing with the 10 cycles in a week, that's 540 plus 540, so 1,080, okay?
And then the 20 is obviously 20 cycles. The second time.
And the 20 cycles, whoo, that's a big match.
So for $1,000. Now, but the cool thing is that then if you are executive, you're executive, you are enjoying the money, but you also are going to be here with us on the lake, and then probably with the Louis Vuitton or the watch.
I can't wait to take you shopping.
Actually, what Adrian said, because she already got, she can't wait to take you sailing. Is what
I can't wait to take you sailing and shopping, and oh my gosh, go for the 20 cycles, guys. Put it on your vision board. I've got it up. I mean, everybody needs it up. I want boots and the bag. Woo!
Oh, by the way, a good places there are a lot of them.
Oh, girl, we're gonna get you some boots.
And then something that we say, you know, when we are talking to prospects, and we say if money and time were not a challenge, and you have all the energy to enjoy them, what would you do? Okay, I'm asking you the same thing right now. What would you do? Where will you go? Where will you buy? I mean, set up, write down all those goals. But the most important is doing what you have been doing now in the business. How fast you're going to get there? It's why, in order to get better results, obviously you have to improve the activity. Now, when I mean to improve the activity in a smart way, Isogenics to Go tools is an amazing tool to connect people really quick.
It's an app, you guys.
Yeah, we have a webinar that we
and
put
guess
on
what? Every single time I use, yeah, we did. Yeah, you guys, please check in every single day. Make a point throughout the next 90 days to check the Team Break Free page every day. Today started day 1. Every single day for 30 days in a row, I give you a tip on how to become a Crystal executive. Every day. Days 1 through 30, seriously, every single day, a tip on how to make it there. Watch the feed. When we say use something, do it. When we say attend an event, do it. When we say, you know, Melissa and Joseph Club's event is on October 15th, every single one of you better be on there. I'm not kidding. That's not a threat. That is like a promise. You better show up, because that event will change your business. It will change your life. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. So that's important too.
Now, obviously, to follow the 90 days that we have, the way that's set up now is really cool, because every 90 days they open a new session or a new video. And the cool thing that goes to your book, if you have not started for some reason, start it again, because it's really cool. It takes you to the homework of making your list. Or this week, for example, is how to connect people with the text. Send a text to as many people as you can. It's really cool.
So the training to find that, by the way, because I just saw somebody ask that question, Team Break Free, thank you for asking. If you go up into just log into your website, log into your back office, upper right-hand corner, it says Training Center. Click on the Training Center. Then once the Training Center pops up, you guys, it'll say approved 90-day game plan, whatever, right? Something like that. And you just click a little checkbox, and then it takes you through a Survey Monkey where you can fill out your goals for the 90 days. And then it will send you everything. Kathy Coover, our founder, a person who 3 times in her life in 3 different companies has earned a multiple 7-figure income, is guiding and teaching you. She's giving you all the tips. And guess what? The tip we're talking about today, vision, that's her number 1 tip. Vision. What's that? How long do we have to make these cycles you have till January. You have till New Year kickoff. I think it's the week before, the cutoff is the week before New Year kickoff. We're going to send out, of course, in the Team Break Free newsletter. You've got to be a member. You've got to be on the Team Break Free newsletter. You just go to startnowsystems.com or startagainnow.com. On the systems section where it gives you the whole system of how to build your Isogenics business, George and Adrian style, okay? Down at the bottom, it says Team Break Free newsletter. Register there.
You see here in the computer, I hope you can see very well, Training Center right here. You see? Do you see the green thing?
It's right here.
Training Center. You click there in Training Center. And for those of you that have not seen it.
Right here, 90
days. and then you say enter. Now, oh no, this is not my website. And then you click.
Oh yeah, look, you click right here. I'm in. It says I'm in.
Yeah, and this is it's not my site. That's why I'm having it like that. But you click and I'm in, and then you are going to see a video by Kathy Coover. The first.
Yay, Megan found it. Good job, honey. All right, you guys.
It's really powerful.
I'm going to show you one more thing that George and I are going to be promoting really heavily, and it's worth it. So how much is the ISO Tools to Go app? It's an app.
$49 a year.
It's $49 for the whole year. Find the $49, okay? Pay to get the app, because now what I do is I send people, even people I'm messaging with on Facebook, I send it through the ISO Sales Tools, or the ISO Tools to Go is what it calls. Look like this, okay? You bring it up here. It's right here. ISO Tools to Go. And it pulls up, and it's got documentation after documentation, videos after video, all sorts of PDF flyers. You know, anything you would need to share isogenics is basically there. Articles, health articles.
Even the lookbook, for example.
Dairy-free shake page.
Yeah. For example, somebody say, okay, I want to know more about the ingredients of the shake. You send the flyer, and all the ingredients are there on the shake. Somebody wants to know more about anti-aging. You go to the, the lookbook that they sell. It's there. You go to click on anti-aging, and they see all the testimonials of anti-aging. If you are prospecting the person for the first time, experience isogenics or enterprising woman, they can see the video. And the cool thing, as soon as they open the video, you get a text message. Cool. That you are open. It's amazing.
Oh wait, I was gonna say that was my exciting piece.
Oh, sorry.
George. Okay. They send you a text message. And so I tested this out just with Wendy the other day, and I sent her a message, and she opened up, and sure thing, as soon as she opened it, it's like, Wendy has just read your message and viewed the following documents. And I was like, worth every penny, right? Okay. So,
Jay Bennett said, for those of you that saw him at the convention, he said, I've always been a skeptic about technology because he's the old style, and now he's using this like crazy at the celebration. He loved it. Now, one more thing. Next Tuesday at 9 o'clock, one of the best prospects that you can reach are professionals. When you find professionals, like, for example, in the case of Lynn Haggerton, I mean, she was a professional, a physical therapist. Other people in real estate. I was in real estate. I mean, when you find professionals, it's amazing. Now, what if you can have a training with a guy that he's the king of professionals, sponsoring professionals? As a matter of fact, he's well known in the industry as the second best trainer in the whole industry, and he's a very good friend of isogenics. Well, next Tuesday at 9 o'clock, Todd Falcone is going to be talking about how to get professionals in isogenics. He loves isogenics, pardon me.
It's at 9 p.m.?
9 p.m. our time.
On Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's right during our team break free time.
Well,
that's our call.
That's the way that we set it up, because we
and it's a webinar?
We invited for that.
So team break free call next week is my call. You're going to be on the Todd Falcone webinar, okay? Thank heaven.
We agreed with him. Remember, we said to him, we had the thing free. Okay, let's do it at the same time.
Okay.
She forgot that.
Sure. Okay, so it's all right. Let's see, roll surprise. It's okay. We're going to have Thursday together, and we're going to have Todd on Tuesday. So it's going to be good.
And Todd Falcone is amazing. I mean, that was one of the things that the first training I got from him a few years ago. And I tell you, you're going to be excited about Todd Falcone. By the way, once a month, we are going to have always somebody surprise like that coming into our calls. It doesn't have to be on Tuesday nights at 9. In this case, we did it because when we were in the convention, he told us that we told him that we have a meeting at 9 o'clock. And he said, I can be there at that time. But anyway, it's going to be a webinar. You are going to have more information on the team, on the groups, on the internet, on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll make sure you guys.
The link you're going to have probably tonight for registering.
And also, we'll send it out in the Team Break Free newsletter. All right. Okay, you guys. That's it. Thank you so much for being on. One more thing. I am having a Beat the Leader contest this week for 2 things. One, if you post out a photo of your vision board.
Before I forgot, The $1 million contest, remember, $1 million challenge.
MDC.
The cool thing by sponsoring people, you also participate in the $1 million contest and you get prizes every month. And then you accumulate enough points that at the end of, in January, they're going to give you a check. Could be $200, $400, $10,000, $15,000. Depend where you are at the point.
As long as you're in it, and that's something you register for under contests and promotions in your back office.
You have to register.
Okay, and if you've done a 15-minute coaching call with me, like in the last 2 weeks, whatever, you know that you're already signed up. So make sure that you're involved in the $1 million challenge, because as you move forward through the 90-day, every single person you enroll, all that stuff, it counts. It counts towards points, and it's a points contest. So you want to make sure that you're involved, because if you don't register, they don't calculate for you. So just make sure you go in your back office and register for the $1 million challenge under contests and promotions. Make sure you're involved in the Ice Body challenge. Okay, make sure that you are set. All right, and we're gonna post things out in Team Break Free. Make sure you're checking that every single day, stuff like that. So we'll send it out in the newsletter. Anything that goes out in Team Break Free will end up in the newsletter somewhere, okay? So be checking that as well. And make sure that when you guys enroll people, you're sending them the welcome letter so they have the opportunity to become a part of our team newsletter so they can be updated as well with product updates, business updates, all of it. Okay, I can't remember, George, what was I saying before you said that? Oh, my Beat the Leader. Okay, I have this fancy ribbon that I know every single one of you guys is going to want. It's bright orange, and it says, I beat the leader, okay, in bright blue letters. And it's a lot of fun. And this week's Beat the Leader contest, so from now until our next Thursday Zoom chat, if you post out, you have to post it out, a photo of your finished or completed vision board, okay? And if you've done more three-way calls than I have, even with me, even if you schedule your three-way calls with me, and we'll do an exchange, make sure you message me the day before the Zoom chat. So not on Thursday, day of, but on Wednesday, okay, before midnight, whatever, Wednesday before midnight. Tell me how many three-way calls you have accomplished, and then we'll compare, and we'll see if you beat this leader. And if you did, I'm going to send you a really awesome ribbon, which is going to be way cooler than the e-shots that you're going to get, okay? the ribbon is going to be posted somewhere in your offices. I just know it, okay, guys? All right. Okay, so I'm going to just unmute everybody for a second. And so if you guys want to say anything or you have any questions or anything real quick, we'll just do a few minutes and then we got to head out and get to work.
Yeah, Adrienne?
Yes, Megan.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know where the welcome letter is. Do you have it in a certain spot?
Yep, if you go to startnowsystems.com.
Okay.
Under the systems section, you'll see down there, it'll say register for the Team Break Free newsletter.
Okay.
So kind of scroll down, midway down to the bottom. Yep.
And then let me just find it right now.
Okay,
so.
You guys are so awesome.
Sorry, what did you say? So go to system and then
systems, and then scroll down and down where it says repeat in the repeat section.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody just super pumped?
Yeah. Thank you. This was great. I love the Zoom call. I love seeing all of you guys. This has been so motivating and wonderful. I love it. I love this.
Yeah, it's motivating for me, you guys. I love it. I think it's just really awesome. I'm excited to continue these.
Yeah.
So am I.
Oh, go ahead. In the next few minutes, we are going to have that video set up here.
On the link from Todd to you. Okay.
Great.
All right, y'all. Okay, you guys have a great night. We're going to focus, visualize, gain a vision board, and really emotionalize. You guys better be the law of attraction. Okay, you need to learn that creative mastery, that learning to move forward with your emotion involved. Okay, because if you don't, it's going to be hard to be successful. You've really got to emotionalize those goals. And that book is going to explain even further. I think it's track 6, how to do that. And it is a skill. It is a skill, and it's a law. It really is. So, all right, you guys. I love you.
Hey, Adrienne.
Yes.
Who wrote, what's the author of the book, Law of Attraction?
Esther and Jerry Hicks, Hicks. Esther and Jerry Hicks.
Hey, Adrian, will this be available, this recording?
Yes, I will make this recording available to you. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, good. We're receiving messages too. I'm glad you guys liked it. Awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other guys be online and schedule appointments whenever you need to. In that description section on Team Break Free, it has the link to schedule appointments with me, okay? All right, you guys. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye.